What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Unrelated Sports Podcast. I'm Andy McConnell. With me, as always, you know him, you love him, kind of. His name is Cody Allstat. Cody, how are we?
I'm doing great. Had a day off today. What the French just happened?
Oh, Cody, you went black, or your screen or something. Oh, now you're back.
And I'm back. Oh my goodness! And they
Okay,
say once you go black, you can't come back. Um,
they lied. You're
they
back now.
did. I'm back. Let's see. Had the day off today. We're starting to really get crunch time of getting house ready for a newborn. I had to put away all the sharp objects and guns laying around the house.
Oh, it's all the fun
Which
stuff.
I
Okay,
think, yeah, exactly. I think it's a little early because kid won't be able to walk or anything for a while. So
exactly. Unless if you got super baby. Yeah, like Jack.
that's true. Ooh, that's a good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah. Don't worry. Again, I'm your guy. I think of stuff like that.
You're you're top of my like babysitters list right now. Just
I'll take it. I'm finally number one, so that's good.
uh,
So how's the rest of your weekend? Do anything else big?
let's see. Don't know that we did. We had a pretty lazy day Sunday, which kind of made it more pressing to get stuff done today. But
Hey, that's right.
how about you?
You need those relaxing days to like do nothing.
I love them.
Let's see what I do this weekend. Watched a little bit of March Madness, which saw all four number one seeds go to the Final Four for only
That's
the
the first time in a long time.
second time ever. Here's a crazy thing: the only other time it happened was in 2008 when the Final Four was in San Antonio. Where's the Final Four at this year? San Antonio.
Wow.
It gets actually freakier. And I didn't know this until I think it was Ian Eagle said it on the broadcast on Sunday. But the Final Four this year are on the dates April 5th and April 7th. What were the dates in 2008?
I'm guessing April 5th and April 7th.
You'd be correct. You know what? You're a smart
Wow.
guy, Cody.
I I put that together really quick. What is going on with my computer?
I don't know. It just keeps changing colors. But yeah, that's kind of freaky how things just. It's like we're just in an
Yeah.
endless circle here. So that means Aaron Rodgers is going to Minnesota.
It's
But
like a circle. It's never
yeah,
ending.
yeah. But yeah, so that's why if Rodgers ends up going to Minnesota, it's just
Buy your loved jersey now.
yep, yep. We're in a simulation. That's all. That's all it means.
Matrix is real.
But yeah, the rest of the weekend was nice. I mean, watch a little golf, watch some racing. It was my brother Ashton's birthday, which was nice.
Nice.
So yeah, all in all, a good fun weekend.
Hmm.
So, where do you want to start? Where should we dive into
Well,
first?
let's start with. I'll give you a Wrexham update because I'm
Okay.
terrible about remembering that. They played another game today. Actually, so Wrexham is in second right now in their table. They're solidly in second, or the team in first has like a pretty good lead. Um, and then it's them at second, and I think it's Wycombe is in third, and the top two teams, like I've said before, are going to get automatic promotion.
Yep.
Well, Wrexham has a 3-point lead. You get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, no points for a loss. Wrexham had a chance, so they were playing the second to worst team in the table. Team that's solidly, the bottom four, I believe, get relegated. Team that's solidly getting relegated. And Wrexham had a chance to, extend their lead a little bit today because, well, they drew instead. 2-2 draw against the second worst team in the league.
Yeah, you can't do
But
that.
silver lining is Wycombe was playing the worst team in the league, and they also drew.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was 1-1 or 0-0, but so there's, I think, 6 games left in the season.
Okay.
Getting down to
So
crunch time.
6 game. Okay. So if they win, as long as they win 5 and just like draw the other one.
I so the Wycombe has one more game to play than them.
Oh, okay.
So
So win all 6 and then hope that Wycombe does not
yeah,
win
because
all.
I
So
think it must come down to points scored or
okay,
points total points differences basically,
okay,
and Wrexham has a lower points difference. They've won a lot more close games, I guess.
okay. So they're closer on aggregate, is what you're saying, basically. So that,
Yes,
yeah, okay, okay,
so they
good,
need to be ahead.
okay.
Otherwise, it comes down to playoffs.
Well, we just got to believe. We believe.
Always. Do you believe in miracles? No. Wrong
Yes.
sport.
I was thinking more Ted Lasso, believe, but
Ooh, that's a good one. I forgot about that. Courtney's planning on watching that when she's on maternity leave.
nice. That'll be a fun little thing to watch.
For sure.
Let's see. Like I said, March Madness down to the Final Four, all number 1 seeds. It's Houston, Duke, Auburn, and Florida.
Okay.
So I picked Houston to win it all before the tournament started, so we're gonna keep rolling with them, only for them to probably get beat by Duke in the next round.
Um, how about women's? I know Texas is in the final four of the women's.
Yep, it's 3 1s and a 2. So
Okay.
it's UCLA, they're 1, South Carolina, Texas, and UConn.
Okay. UConn, was it UConn that I saw had made their like 16th of the last 17 final fours
Probably,
for
yeah.
women's?
They're kind of good. They're kind of Gino Ariema is a really good basketball coach.
Are they the one or the two? I think
They're,
Texas was the 2 seed, right?
no, no.
No,
UConn
Texas
was
was
the
the one?
2. Yep,
Okay.
UConn was the 2 because USC, who was in their region, was also
Oh,
the
that's
1. But unfortunately, Juju Watkins got hurt. She tore her ACL, and we didn't get a Juju versus Paige Beckers showdown to go to the Final Four. So it's kind of a little bit of a buzzkill for that matchup. But USC hung with UConn for the most part until UConn opened it up late.
okay.
Um, I don't know. I really don't have a good feeling on any of those teams because all of them have shown they're kind of vulnerable. But UConn feels like the most complete team of the 4.
Okay.
Kind of like on the men's side, I think Duke kind of feels that same way. Like they're the most complete. I think Auburn's the most athletic. They're just star player Janai Broom hurt his shoulder, elbow, and leg,
Oh,
like all in one play. But
that's
I
nice.
mean, he came back into the game on Sunday, which he probably shouldn't have. I don't know why they had him come in because he couldn't even use I think it was his right arm, whatever arm that he hurt. Like he could barely even use. So that was probably not smart. But yeah, it should be a fun weekend of. I mean, it's kind of your best of the best. There's no Cinderellas or anything, which kind of sucks. But it should be
Yeah.
best on best, and we'll see what happens. Um, let's see. So Cody, that's the good of college basketball. Um, should we dive into the bad? It might or might not be our pest of the week.
We sure could, because it's not just in basketball that we're talking about our pest of the
Yeah.
week. This week's pest of the week is brought to you by Decora Pest Control, where Cass will offer you monthly and quarterly services for residential and commercial pest control for earwigs, cockroaches, ants, bed bugs, bees, fleas, box elder bugs, mice, and rats. And he also does termite inspections. Call Cass at 563-419-3251 and tell him the boys at Unrelated Sports Podcast sent you. And I know that he posted something today about box elder bugs. I don't know about today, them being bad, but today
Yeah.
right now is the time to treat for them.
Yeah, thanks, Mother Nature. Really cruel April Fool's joke.
Right? Snow on April 1st.
Yep. And I didn't even know there was a chance of snow. I thought it was
I
just
didn't
supposed to
either.
be like rain. But all right, so back to our pest of the week. We can. I don't know. It's basically
I don't
what
know how to
the
say it.
NIL
NIL.
transfer portal.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with so supposedly the transfer portal, but there needs to be some kind of a
There needs to be,
relegation on it.
or
Regulations.
yeah, regulation. Yeah, not relegation, but yeah,
Relegate,
regulation.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because it's basically the Wild West.
It is crazy.
Like in college football, the transfer portal started before bowl season and before the college football playoff even started. Like that's when it was open.
Yes.
So you had guys
And
that were on these playoff teams that were basically saying deuces.
yeah. Same was happening in wrestling. The week like the Tuesday before the tournament, which is started on Thursday, is when the transfer portal opens up. Like so you have coaches that are supposed to be getting ready, but they also have to take some time out and go try to talk to the guys that are entering the portal.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's like same thing with college basketball, how the portal starts like right before the NCAA tournament starts. So that's why, like when Fran McCaffrey got fired, all the Iowa guys were leaving the portal left and right, and a bunch of other players across the country, and then magically these deals are basically done by right when the portal starts. So
Yeah,
like Owen Freeman to like Creighton, done. Um,
immediately.
yeah, it's like my personal opinion on the portal. I agree with you. I think these guys should be able to. I mean, you can transfer. I have no problem with that, but there are two stipulations. One, you can only transfer freely once. I
Yeah,
think it's just. I mean, it's part of decision making process. It's just how it is. If you want to,
like
transfer again, then you have to sit out.
yeah, unless there used to be like okay, coaches left.
Yep,
There'd be an exception for that, or
yep. Which I totally agree with that too.
yeah, like and part of my problem is I like Iowa just benefited from it in wrestling. Okay, Stephen Buchanan he went to his third school.
Yep,
I don't have a problem with him transferring, but a lot of the times it used to be you transferred, you'd lose a year of eligibility.
yep.
Well, now you got guys getting 5 years of eligibility. Like, Stephen Buchanan literally. Did I lose you? I touched my mic. No,
Nope.
okay.
Nope. I'm still
Um,
here.
uh, Stephen Buchanan was the first, and he will not be the last to have won or to All American at three different colleges:
Yeah.
Wyoming, Oklahoma, and now Iowa.
Well, and again, the thing is, like, I understand all these guys are athletes and stuff, but they are technically still students. We put that in air quotes, but students.
Yeah,
Like, it would be hard to kind of keep up and get your degree if you're just hopping, 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 hopping. You're probably just taking like all gen ed classes at that point.
yeah.
Like, um, in like my personal opinion, I think if you do transfer, like with the way the NIL stuff is, you should have to pay or either one of two things. Either you have to pay back all of your money that you took from a school. So like let's say when Quinn Ewers left Ohio State, took what $1 million to go to Ohio State or whatever it was,
Yeah.
and then left for Texas. Cool. You took all that money. You should either have to pay it back or that's the only place that you can accept the NIL money from. You cannot get any of them from Texas once you step on campus.
There needs to be something. I mean,
Yeah. Like just because
the,
again, then if not, you're just gonna have guys just chasing money. Which I mean,
yeah,
cool, get your money, but you're also having 18, 19, 20-year-old kids who are all making more than Brock Purdy.
yeah,
Like it's like yeah, that's a slippery slope. Like again, like Bijan Robinson, was getting what a Lamborghini
yeah.
deal when he was at Texas. It's like go college kid Lambo.
Seems like a
Yeah,
great idea.
yeah. Maybe long as
I
they
mean,
weren't at Georgia, that was probably all right. But
when you got wrestling recruits are getting 500,000 a year plus. Carter Stracci was talking about the millions. Like this is a sport that does not make money, and yet they've got
well,
rosters
and
being built
well,
for
the thing is,
like $1 million plus.
it keeps the big programs at the top. Like your
Yeah.
top programs are just going to keep like
Well,
take. Oh, good.
with wrestling right now, it's there's a bunch of people in the portal, and it seems like there's top five schools are the ones you're hearing about landing them. It's
Yep.
been Iowa, Penn State, Oklahoma State and Minnesota are like the ones that I've heard
Yep.
anything happening with.
But it's
Big
like with
wrestling schools.
it's like with basketball, how there's kind of a reason why we haven't seen as many upsets or Cinderellas per se in the NCAA
Right.
tournament because all like these top guys from these lower level teams, they're all just moving up a weight class. Like they're all
Yeah.
going to your Dukes, your Auburns, your Floridas. Like I saw a little picture of I think it was like of the Sweet 16 of where all the teams or all the starting fives started their college careers, and there was maybe like two or three teams where the majority of the team was all guys who started there, like at that school. The rest of them were just jumping all over the place.
Yeah.
Well, and then I thought I saw today. I don't know if it's a football player or a basketball player. I can't remember who, but he started. It's one of two ways. He either started his career at or committed to South Carolina and then jumped to Ohio State, jumped again, just in between those two schools, and now he's going back to whatever school he initially started at.
I mean,
Like,
there's Cody Chittum was a wrestler. Is a wrestler for this last year he wrestled for Iowa State. He originally committed to Minnesota. He decommitted, committed to Iowa. He wrestled for their wrestling club. Decommitted when he heard the Ferraris were coming there. Went to Iowa State. Said he was done moving, and then 1 year later, he is in the transfer portal. He's moved three different schools. He's wrestled 1 year.
yeah, it's just. Well, I mean, even look at Caden Proctor, for example.
Yeah.
Goes to Alabama, didn't like the situation, or supposedly didn't like the situation there. Then comes to Iowa just to, I don't know, maybe take some money or just go watch Caitlin Clark play. And then he says, nah, I'm going to go back.
I'm gonna go back. I got paid again a little bit, and
Yeah, like that should not happen. It's like once you get the payment once, that should be it.
yeah.
It's just that, or you should, unless if you're selling your own stuff, like a game worn jersey, or again, what NIL was supposed to be from the start.
Right. It went off the rails immediately,
Yeah.
which we could all see it would.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
hands down. But again, what do we know? We're just two guys here. So, hey Cody, positive little update here. The Minnesota Twins have won their first baseball game of the season.
Holy cow! Congratulations.
It only took them 5 games.
I think Miami has won. They're awful.
Yeah, so the White Sox. They beat the Twins. But, yeah, actually, I think the White Sox had like a top 3 record in baseball going into today, or going into tonight.
Wow.
So.
I mean, very early in the season, only 158 games to go.
Yep. Remember, it's a sprint, not a marathon. Oh, wait, never mind. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So, yeah, good for the little Twinkies. There is a little controversy going on in baseball. I don't know if you've heard this or not.
About a bat, yeah.
Yeah. What's it called? I think it's called the torpedo bat.
Yeah.
The good old New York Yankees finding ways to cheat, but while still being legal. It's like their payroll for years. Yeah, I don't know the best way to describe it. It's basically like they changed up where the barrel of the bat is. Like they widened the barrel somehow, or I don't know exactly how to describe it.
They made the sweet spot bigger, right?
Yeah, but it's still legal. I don't know exactly how. But yeah, it worked because they hit like 1 million home runs against Tampa to start.
Yeah.
Or not against Tampa, against Milwaukee to start the year. I mean, Yankees.
I saw they had like
easy,
a 20,
easy place to hit.
20 some homer or 20 some runs or something.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Judge hit 4 homers in the span of 2 games. He hit
pretty
3
good.
one game. Yeah, he hit 3 one game, and then the very next game, first pitch, deuces.
Sayonara.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe this is their way of helping, because baseball used to have a thing of a few years ago of the juiced baseballs, like the balls were wound tighter so they would fly out more, to boost offense, because everybody loves offense. Yep. Maybe this is a way to counter them unjuicing the baseballs, so you get the bats back up. Because again, what's the saying? Chicks dig the long ball. I believe.
How the
I don't know
hell
if
would you
ever heard
know?
that saying. Set myself up for that one. You're not. Yeah. I mean, I barely played to begin with, so.
But yeah. Wait, are you talking about the field or baseball? Oh,
Moving on.
anyway.
Moving on. That I walked myself right into that. Do you have an NBA update for us, sir?
It's stupid.
Okay, yeah, it's like glorified pickup ball, but
It's awful.
it is. It's just not. I mean, the playoffs is a halfway decent product, but it's still not good. It's just again it's like this. I think what I've heard the saying is we won't care until those guys care, and those guys really just don't.
They
care.
don't. They're awful.
Yeah.
Same. The hockey season is long and arduous. I know
Stanley Cup playoffs start in 2 weeks.
the playoffs are different. Whatever, different
breed.
story there.
Yeah,
they're fantastic.
Like they turn the level up like about 10 levels. Like for playoff hockey, it's just the hits are different. I don't know. It's one of the greatest battles or the greatest playoffs of all the major sports. So I mean,
for sure,
I'd probably say second to the NFL. Just because, I mean, you have like I think we've said before, guys are playing on broken legs, broken arms.
Kind of.
Why'd you say ooh? What we got?
Oh, just the Florida's fallen out a little bit.
Let's see. It's good. They're gonna be a playoff team at least. So the bottom of the East is bad, but I mean, the only bright side is that Toronto is number 1 in the division, and they can't win a playoff series at all. Also, true. Alexander Ovechkin scored again tonight. I think he's 4 from. It's a 4 or 5 from Wayne Gretzky's.
I think it's 4.
Yeah, scoring record. So, Ovi's almost there, which is insane.
It is.
And then my Stars are second place in their division. They still have a chance to catch Winnipeg for tops in the Western Conference. So,
okay.
I'm hoping they get there because I want them to play Minnesota in the first round of the playoffs so I can go to a game.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I would definitely I would buy a ticket to at least go to a playoff game.
That would be fun.
We had a first-time winner in golf. I don't know if you saw any of that. Good old Min Woo Lee.
I saw his approach to his his final putt.
Yeah, that was funny.
It was like a 3-inch putt.
Yeah, I think it was I think he didn't actually
calm nerves.
Well, I didn't know if it was the calm nerves or it was actually just like a troll job, like for all the people that do this aim whatever it is, aim foot putting or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's called, but
yeah. But I mean, so I turned it on Sunday and I'm watching and Minwoo's up by like 5-6 strokes. And I'm thinking, oh, okay, he's just gonna kind of run away with this thing. And then I check back after a bit and I look and his lead's down to like 2 because Scotty started getting hot, Rory was starting to get hot. Like all the big names, like even Gary Woodland, which is miraculous considering he is like a year and a half removed from brain surgery from
I was gonna say almost dying.
Yeah, which again, if anybody's hasn't watched it yet, the full swing episode just on Gary Woodland. Highly
I've not watched that yet. I will definitely watch that soon.
Yeah, but actually, it was kind of funny because you had actually a lot of the big names from the full swing from this particular season, like that the episodes were about. In contention on Sunday because they had an episode on Minwoo, they had an episode on Gary Woodland, obviously, they had an episode on Scotty, episode on Rory. So I mean, you had big names.
Awesome, such a good show.
I know. And then Cody, we're 2 weeks away.
Oh, I can't wait.
Actually, no,
I cannot wait.
We're
about a week and a half.
Yeah. Practice rounds will be happening next week because next Wednesday is the par 3 contest, and then it's the Masters.
I can't wait.
Which, did you see Tiger's playing?
Oh, I did not.
Yeah. He said his Achilles rehab, I guess, just went smoothly, so he's
perfect.
And then the big cat's been, more lively on Twitter of late, or on X. Because then he said, April Fools and everything. But
Oh,
Yeah, I know. Sorry to get your hopes up.
bastard.
But don't worry, Cody. Ricky will be there.
Watching?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. They're probably staying at that. Actually, no. All of him and his buddies all have kids now, so they probably all can't stay in the same house.
Probably not.
Well, hey, if he wins this weekend, I think it's either the Texas Open or the Houston Open. I can't remember which ones they just played, but the other one's this weekend. So if he wins that, he's in.
That's his only shot.
I did see a cool story. There's a golfer. His name's Michael Kim, I believe. Like he was sitting, like thinking the world golf rankings, like outside the top 100, around like Super Bowl weekend. I think like around the Waste Management, and he has played in every event since then and grinded his way, like and knocking out like really good finishes,
Yep.
and just snuck into the top 50 in the world golf
Oh,
rankings to
awesome.
guarantee himself a spot at Augusta next week.
That's awesome. I mean, whatever it takes to play Augusta, really.
Oh, I know, but just to get into that tournament, like it's a I don't know, it's a who's who of golf. It's just how
It
it is.
is.
So just in case baby comes and we're not able to podcast next week, do you have an early prediction for who's going to be wearing the green jacket?
I am going to go. You know how I love Mark Martin, right?
Yep.
I'm going to. Rory's going to do it.
He's really playing good golf. Now
He
he did
is.
say something about, and I don't know if he was just being serious, or if he was just trying to take some pressure off himself coming into Augusta, but he did mention something about an elbow issue
Yeah. He's having
after
like
his
a
round.
minor surgery or.
Yeah, I'm I want to see Rory win it because it'd be
I do
awesome.
too.
But just some little thing, whether it be he won't even maybe even make the cut.
Oh, you
Like
bastard.
now, I could be the smart guy here and pick some guy who's won it last year who just happens to be playing his best golf. The only problem is that I
Yeah.
think they're having some
It's-
ravioli on for his Masters dinner, so hopefully he doesn't cut himself.
Yep, exactly.
I don't know. Scotty's not as hot as he was going into Augusta last year. He hasn't won yet.
I mean, he's due.
He has, but I can't pick him. I cannot pick him. Unfortunately, the guy that I'm going to pick, I mean, he's won already this year, but he's been kind of cold of late. I don't know if it's all the TGL stuff that he's been doing, but we're going with the Swedish machine, Ludvig Åberg.
Can't do it. I already feel bad about. I feel bad about my pick. He's the most American, non-American pick I can take.
I know. Cody bleeds red, white, and blue.
I do.
I just pick winners. Or I try to. I picked Bryson to win the U.S. Open last year.
Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back through our Pick'ems league from last year and talk about how you pick winners.
Valid point. Valid point. But yeah, hopefully next week we'll be on and then we can give a little bit.
Yeah, I hope so.
We maybe change our picks or see how we're feeling.
A little bit more in depth.
Because there's only one way, well, one of two ways that Cody will change his pick.
Yes,
And
there's one way for
gigantic
sure.
way. Yep, and we just mentioned that about 3 minutes ago.
Yep.
If
Ricky
gets
makes it, he's my pick 100% of the time. He will win a major.
I really wanted to pick Jordan Spieth. I can't.
I hear ya.
I can't do it. We need Spieth in contention on Sunday, though.
God, can you imagine the draw of like having Tiger in contention with Spieth and Rory?
If Tiger was playing, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, I think the closest
and Ricky.
and Ricky, that's true. Like, I think the closest thing you could get to that this year would be Scotty, Rory, Spieth, Bryson. I'll throw Ricky in there.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe Phil. Everybody hates Phil right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Phil's the draw anymore.
He could be with a villainous draw though. Everybody needs a villain.
Everybody need oh, come on, lip this out.
Yep. The one thing I will say, if we're talking live guys, I don't like Bryson at all this week or next week. I don't think his game fits Augusta. You have to navigate your way around that course, and you can't overpower it.
Yeah, he that's came back to bite him before.
Yeah. Also, what he called it a par 67. He's never allowed to win at that course
Yeah.
ever again. Brooks, maybe. You never know. It just depends when he actually looks like he wants to show up.
He's an interesting character.
If I had to pick one live guy though, I'm gonna pick Joaquin Niemann. He's probably been the best
Okay.
golfer on the live tour this year, and he's notoriously really good at Augusta. Like I think he's held the second round lead a few times.
Okay.
So that's I think where I would go for. But again, hopefully next week we'll dive a little bit more into the Masters.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
See, NASCAR was at Martinsville this past weekend. I love Martinsville. Short track. You get a grandfather clock if you win.
Nice.
So Denny Hamlin won. That was his first time win at Martinsville in like 10 years. So that was good for Denny. Two NASCAR teams are suing each other. So just more lawsuits. That's fun.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think if there anything else that we missed.
I can throw in a couple things from wrestling, the wrestling world.
Okay, go ahead.
So 2 years ago, Carter Strachey wrestled against a true freshman from Ohio State in the finals of the NCAAs, and Carter Strachey won 2-0
Okay.
over Rocco Welsh at 174 pounds. And then Rocco took a year off, basically, or not took a year off, but he redshirted last season. And something happened during the season, and he entered the transfer portal and is now committed to Penn State, which is weird. I know Carter Strachey was not a fan of that move. I heard that.
Yeah,
There's a lot of guys.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say Strachey's not afraid to use his voice, is he? Which I mean,
No, he's an idiot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say when you're a 5-time champ, you can kind of talk the talk.
You can talk
say
the
whatever
talk,
you
but he's an idiot.
want. Okay.
Another thing is so let's see. There's a Penn State wrestler, Facundo. Him, and I think he went to Oklahoma State, and somebody else transferred to Okie State. Iowa got a couple of guys from Little Rock. Nasir Bailey, who was a former All-American for Little Rock, and then his teammate Jordan Williams was, I think he was around a 12 guy, but so like the blood round, he was just one win away from making the podium. I'm thinking that they're going to be our 41 and 57 pounders next year. I've also heard that Dean, what was his name? Dean Rutgers wrestler.
I can't help you. I'm sorry.
I should know that. Dean Peterson.
Okay.
He was also around a 12 guy for Rutgers, I think 2 or 3 times. Really good wrestler. He's had some pretty big wins. He beat last year's national champ in the quarterfinals this year. And then he lost in the semi. Then I think he lost in the semis, and then he lost in the blood round. But he is looking like he's going to be coming to Iowa for 125. He's got 1 year of eligibility, which would be really smart because we have a 125 pounder from Blair Academy who is coming in. Leo DeLuca, I think is his name. He's like the number one 120 in the nation coming in, and it'd be a good idea to give him a red shirt year. We're looking. It looks like we need one more spot filled. That one, and then 197 needs to be filled. I keep hearing a lot of news about the Ferrari brothers, the two that are. I've heard Iowa State. I've heard Oklahoma State again. Uh, Supposedly Penn State's starting to get involved in it too. Um,
Do you think they would ever come join their brother at Iowa or no? Or is that
I think
bridge kind of been burned?
that bridge has been burnt.
Okay.
I'm not, and I don't know necessarily if it's the brands, but maybe more of our athletic director.
Okay.
I think she kind of said no, or maybe it's last year. I heard Carrie was the one that kind of said no for sure, but
Okay.
it'll be
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Beth Goat says she lays down her foot. Like
Yeah,
she's not Gary Barta in a pushover.
not at all. Um, yeah. Let's see, and then I did also see Kyle Dake. He a four-time NCAA champ. He was actually the first one to win it at 4 different weight classes.
Mm.
One of the goats. He announced he's 34 years old. He's going to be wrestling for at least another 4 years. He said,
Dang.
just crazy.
So like doing like Olympic wrestling and stuff.
Yeah,
Or...
yeah.
Okay.
He's wrestling at the Nittany Lion Wrestling Club,
Okay.
where they have a pretty well stacked wrestling room of Olympic wrestlers.
Okay.
I mean, Kyle Snyder's there, Aaron Brooks. I mean, David Taylor and Gilman both left, but yeah, they're very good.
Okay. See, I've even actually heard a couple of those names, so I actually feel educated a little bit.
And actually, I did see something. Gable Steveson, he's gonna be doing like a jiu-jitsu match or something like that.
Like an MMA match type deal?
You know, let me see if I can find it.
Oh.
And it's kind of hard to read anything today because it's
April Fool's Day. Yeah.
April Fool's Day, but
yeah, this was
oh, and the Hodge Trophy went to Wyatt Hendrickson, who beat Gable Steveson in the. It was there's some upset people about it, but I think it's a very good pick.
Yeah, because I thought
so
it was
it's
going to go between him and Strachey, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
2-time BJJ. What's that? Something jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
World champ Craig Jones announced on Instagram he will be facing Olympic gold medalist in a super fight set for August of 2025.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that'd be cool if it
is
if
that
it is true.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu?
Maybe.
Maybe
I couldn't tell you. I'm not an expert in the jiu-jitsu land. How do you think he would do in that?
I don't know. I mean, against a world champion of it, I'm sure it won't be. I don't think I wouldn't bet on him to win it, but especially if he's not been doing it for long. But
Okay.
I bet he's a natural athlete, and I always thought that. Well, I think he should stick with wrestling, go for another world Olympic title type of thing, and then go for maybe finish that and then go to UFC. But because he was not an entertainer enough to work at WWE like he always wanted.
Yeah, that's what I'd heard. Which again, you have to be big on the entertainer side to do that.
Yeah.
So, so Cody, do you want to talk about football?
I thought you'd never ask.
Well, as of last night, now this was not an April Fool's joke, but I believe we have some breaking news into the pod. You might or might not have texted me this last night. Do you remember what you texted me last night? Oh, you do not. Let's see. So you texted me that big news in the college football world that a certain head coach from Ball State is leaving.
You're right. Yeah.
I can't believe you forgot that. I'm disappointed.
I did. He did make the national championship his final season. He is playing Notre Dame probably tomorrow night for his final game with Ball State. after having finally won the Heisman Trophy with a quarterback in
Nice.
2038,
Nice.
2037.
Nice.
It's Cody Allstat, legendary head coach of Ball State.
They're going to be building a statue of you one day there.
That's, yeah.
Well, I'm
Taking the talents down to Austin.
I'm proud of you, buddy. So, for those who don't get the little joke here, on the college football 25 video game, Cody's been coaching at Ball State forever,
Yep.
and been waiting. The only way he was going to leave is he ever got the Texas job. Is that what the
Texas or Iowa?
Yep. And the Longhorns came a calling.
And the funny thing is that Iowa fired their coach this same season, but they did not offer me the job.
Stick it to him. Just play him every year. Just bury him.
I'm gonna have to.
Okay.
I just played. Like it was like Temple in the semis. They were like an 82 overall.
Hey, but they're from Philly, man. They got that toughness. They got their championship.
I guess. It was strange.
Okay.
They did not fare so well.
Did you think I was going to drop this on the podcast at all?
I did not.
Yeah, I'm just glad I could surprise you with this.
You did. That's funny.
So in actual or real life news, I should say, the NFL, they're in like their competition committee meetings, and
yeah.
So they approved a couple rules that I saw. One is they're going to use like the Hawkeye technology, that like tennis uses, and basically the old people running the chain gang, well, they're going to become obsolete.
Yeah, they're still going to be there, but they're not.
Yeah, I think anything. Just in case the technology fails.
Yep.
Overtime rules have changed. Like they're all regular season and postseason rules are the same now. Both teams get a chance to possess the ball.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada. No more if team A scores a touchdown right away or whatever.
Yeah.
Stupid. Still no decision.
I like college. They still need to go to college rules, I think, for that.
Minus the 2-point conversion baloney that they have once you get to the third overtime.
Yep.
Like even NFL wise, if you want to say, hey, you start at the 50, I can totally understand that.
Right. Start moving them back 10 yards every time, 5 yards every time.
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine you have to go 99 yards? Like you get to the 8th overtime and you have to go 99 yards or something like that.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
That'd be funny. I think that was about the only two big ones that got changed. I mean, tush push is still
they're talking about that. Calais Campbell signed with
Arizona
again.
Yeah, so going back there. So that's
going home.
Good.
Yeah. He's such a good player.
I know, and good dude too. Like Walter Payton Man of the Year award winner. Like such a good dude.
I was really hoping he'd stay in Miami another year, but can't blame him.
No. Yeah, and I guess maybe he's figured that instead of just chasing the rain, just go back home and just call her good. Call her good there. Aaron Rodgers still hasn't made up his decision yet. This is probably not going to get done until at least the draft. You know what's going to happen? So, Cody, where's the draft at this year?
It's in Green Bay.
Yes. He's going to announce it draft night that he's going to Minnesota while the draft is in Green Bay.
That'd be hilarious.
I can just see it coming. It's going to happen. It's just, again, it has been decided.
It is decided.
Yeah. I think other than that, I don't know. Any other big football news? We're in the off-season part. It's smoke screen season, as they like to say.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess the Browns did come out and say that, they goofed up on the Deshaun Watson trade. Like, Jimmy Haslam came out and said that him and his wife made the wrong decision trading for Deshaun. So, at least they admitted it, so that's good.
I'm going to say that means his time there is done.
Yeah. But hopefully for the Browns, that means that they can find a loophole to get out of that contract. Because if not,
I hope so.
I think they just got to cut him and then just eat it. Find a way to eat it somehow.
It'd be better than I'd rather pay him to not be on my team than pay him to sit on my bench.
So, if they do cut him, does anybody pick him up at this point? Like, I the I mean, if Pittsburgh runs out of options, they could. Like, if they don't
That's
take anybody,
true, but
like,
God,
it's just kind of. I mean, he's a locker room cancer at this point.
yeah. It's gonna be a shit show where whoever takes him.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody can.
Chicago, please take him. We need drama in that locker room. But yeah,
Does he have any
that's
college eligibility left? He'd probably go play for Belichick.
well. I mean,
No,
I don't. Why can't he go back? I mean, Gable went back after he won
that's true.
and made all that money. Why not?
It's a Wild West out there anymore, man.
Yeah, but yeah. Other than that, that's. I don't think there's any other big football news. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
It's quiet. Hey, but here's the good news then. When we, again, if we are gone next week or if we're gone in a few weeks after after Courtney has the baby and stuff,
Yep.
then it'll be draft season.
That's true.
So
I like draft season because
I do
then
too.
I like it to be. I like to get done with draft season, know whoever you're picking, and then actually see what happens with free agents and stuff after that.
Yeah, like all the remaining kind of big fish. That's like, huh? Why haven't they signed anywhere? Or what are they waiting
Yeah,
for? Type
they're waiting for something.
Yeah.
A lot of them are also some of the bigger ones are also like waiting for training camp to get done so that they don't have to go through it.
The old Brett Favre route. I can
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Other than that, so you know what we didn't talk? I don't think we talked about much last weekend.
What?
Last week?
What?
I know we hadn't talked about the announcement of it, but like, how excited are you for Happy Gilmore 2?
About as excited as Happy was riding the bull. That's what. Like,
Ooh.
we're pretty excited.
Yeah. Are you getting to your happy place?
We're almost to my happy place.
Okay.
Actually, next week I'll probably be in my happy place because it'll be Augusta and everything. So
That's
I will
true.
be in my happy place. But yeah, I just want to see who they haven't officially named is going to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, and like who you can tell who it is. Like, I think Travis Kelce's going to be in it. I think that's been already decided. But yeah, just seeing some of the other golfers. Just again, if Lee Trevino's even going to have a speaking part, if he's just going to be shaking his head like the whole time, like who's going to be the announcers? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, since we had Vern, like, I mean, obviously he retired now, so it's going to be Jim
Ooh,
Nance.
does Drew Carey make an appearance
Ooh,
as the successor to Bob Barker?
oh my! Or hey, maybe we can get Steve Harvey.
Ooh, a little Family Feud in there.
Yeah. Except I don't know. The only thing Harvey has the size and the reach on old Adam Sandler, so
Well, Bob Barker did too.
that's true. But no, but like Steve's built. Bob
Yeah.
wasn't like built. Steve is.
Yeah, but he still took out Happy.
That is true. Had that mean left hook, man. But yeah. So how excited are you?
I'm very excited. I'm nervous. I just watched Moana too. That was actually really good. So like, not all sequels let you down.
I know. Again, like Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, the second movie in that trilogy. I haven't watched the third one yet, but the second one, that one let me down. It made me really want to go back and just watch the first one to just erase that bad taste from my mouth.
There was a lot of really bad ones. I think that could be something we do in the future is like
bad sequels.
Yeah, the worst sequels of all time or our least favorite.
I like it. But we like positivity on this program, Cody.
Yeah. Let's do our top 5.
Which is
favorite.
You guys haven't picked up on it now. Our best sequels. Our favorite sequels.
It's favorite sequels.
Okay. But before we dive into that, just a reminder out there that our weekly top 5 is brought to you by the guys from Lick Tags Lawn Care, and Lick Tags specialize in complete lawn maintenance and health, snow and ice control, which we somehow still have to deal with that. I don't get it, Cody. I do not get it. and any small engine repair that you may have. So, have any questions? Give the guys at Lick Tags a call at 563-203-4238.
Love you, Catman.
Shout out.
All right. So our top 5 is our favorite sequels.
Yep. All right, lead us off, Cancer.
So I'm going to say, I'm going to give you some, best of the rest. To me, a lot of mine were, a lot of the ones that didn't make my cut were, Disney and Pixar movies, all the Toy Stories. Most of those are really good. I just saw they're making another one. Shrek's another one. That's not Disney Pixar, but that's animated.
I think that's DreamWorks, if I remember
DreamWorks, yeah. Paramount, whatever.
Yep.
I guess, yeah, there's a lot of... Cars 2 wasn't good, but Cars 3 was pretty good, in my opinion.
I agree.
Toy Story, just a lot of those Disney. Moana 2 was actually really good. Okay. I thought Moana's actually a really good series.
I've heard The Incredibles 2 was good. I still
Incredibles 2 was fantastic.
Yeah.
But those are kind of my best of the rest.
Okay.
My daughter tonight made me so proud. She asked me to watch what's going to be, I'm going to say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
My gosh. What is it?
Probably the 10 number 5 through 11 on my list are the Harry Potter sequels.
I'm surprised that is not higher on your list. I really was pegging that to you up high.
I'm a book guy on the Harry Potter series.
Okay.
I'm huge into the books. I like the movies. Abby we just watched Harry Potter for the first time with her this week. So maybe this weekend. But so that is my number 5 through 11.
Okay. So my number 5, I am going to go to the Pixar world. I am going to go Toy Story, specifically number 2.
That is fantastic.
It's such a good movie.
It is.
I mean, it's not many times that a sequel can hold a candle to the original, and
right.
Toy Story
that does.
Really did. Yeah.
I don't know if it's better, but it's up there.
Oh, it's not. It's not better, but it's up there. It's at least in the same weight class.
Yeah. Speaking of, I'm gonna go with one of the number, what's widely renowned as one of the best sequels of all time. Godfather 2.
Okay. I
probably haven't seen it.
This won't surprise you. I haven't watched any of it at all. But
maybe some night you'll be able to stay up past your bedtime and watch it.
One of these days, you never know. Maybe.
I doubt it.
Okay. My number 4, I'm gonna go with Spider-Man. Specifically number 3. I like the third one. With Tobey Maguire, I should say. Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Yep.
Is that one with kind of Venom or the black?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That one's good.
Yeah. No, I do like number 3.
I liked MJ. I liked Kirsten Dunst. Those were the days.
Yep.
I like Tom Holland also, but Andrew Garfield was not my favorite.
Yeah, I see. I didn't watch any of the Tom Holland or the Garfield ones.
Okay. Not bad. Okay, so my number 3 is actually probably the only one of these movies that... No. You know what? I take this back, but I was going to say it's the only one of them where the sequel is actually better than the original.
Okay.
But I have another one that's actually there. But Clerks 2 is one of them. Clerks 1 was a low-budget movie, and it was made in black and white, and it was Kevin Smith's kind of breakout film. He won a bunch of awards, but it was a low budget. He didn't have backing for it. Clerks 2, he had financial backing and actually made it to theaters, and I have some really good memories from watching that movie, honestly.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites. You've probably never heard of it, but it had
No.
Jay and Silent. It was Clerks was where Jay and Silent Bob came from, and you don't know who Jay and Silent Bob are? God,
Nope.
I hadn't gotten angry with you until now.
It is my goal every night that we do
You
this to
are
make you
very
mad at
good at
least
it.
once.
You're good at
Good,
it.
good. Hey, I
And you
appreciate
don't
the
even have to
compliment.
do anything different. You just have to be you.
Thank you, Cody. I appreciate that.
All right.
Okay, ready for my number 3?
No.
Oh, you sure?
No.
Okay, my number 3 is London Has Fallen. It's the
Ooh, nice.
second to Olympus Has Fallen. I have
Yep.
not seen. I think Angel Has Fallen is the third one. I've not seen that
Nope.
yet.
I remember watching that with my in-laws, actually.
Yeah, I
All
think
of those.
I watched London Has Fallen. I think it was after we'd actually seen Deadpool 2. Me, Peyton, and Ray
Nice.
were at the theaters up in Rochester, and we watched one movie and then just went straight to the next one.
Nice.
So
That's a
yeah,
good. That's a good day.
that was a very late night too. But yeah, no, I mean Gerard Butler, he's good,
He is very
really
good.
good.
He's been in some good movies.
Yeah.
Oh god. My number 2 is Top Gun Maverick.
Okay.
It was so good.
I could see it with no sound on one of the last plane rides that I went on, because some guy watched Top Gun and then or actually I think he watched Top Gun Maverick and then he went back and watched Top Gun.
Um, did I ever tell you about the time that I watched a movie that same way?
No, which one?
It was just my neighbor on a plane was watching it. It was the best. It was the best movie to watch without sound.
Nice.
It
What
was
movie was it?
God, what is it? It's the one with John Krasinski directed, where you have to be quiet the whole time.
Oh,
I can't remember the name of it.
wait, it's not. It's a Quiet Place, right? Or is that the
A
one?
Quiet Place, yes.
A Quiet Place. Okay.
Yes. I watched that, and that was perfect because there's music and stuff, but there's not a lot of
Sound.
actual
Yeah,
sound.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, my number 2, and it's basically 2 movies. It's the Hangover, trilogy. It's
Yep.
2 and 3. I mean, Bradley Cooper, he wins, or he's fan of a winning team in Philly. Ken Jeong went to Duke, which is still just weird to think about. Just when you watch him in those movies.
He's a doctor, medical doctor.
Yeah, and he went to Duke. I mean, he should be hated because he went to Duke.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. No,
in the TV show Community.
Oh, okay, different one. Okay, good.
Yeah, he plays a Spanish teacher at a community college.
Oh my gosh.
As an Asian man, it's just really funny.
Yeah, he's kind of good at his job.
He is very funny.
Okay, so what's number 1 on your list? I really don't. Actually, wait, I think I know. Maybe not.
Tell me your guess.
Is it Star Wars?
No.
Okay, well, that's my guess.
The Dark Knight. This one I think is actually better than Batman Begins.
Okay.
I think Batman Begins was very good, but The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger, and it was one of my all-time favorite movies.
Okay. Do you have a guess what my number 1 is? I don't think you'll get it, but
Shrek 2?
no, it's not animated.
Oh.
Do 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 do. You got anything?
Double Jeopardy? It's not a sequel.
No. Rocky 4.
Rocky 4.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite of the Rocky.
Is that
movies.
the Rocky versus Drago?
Yes, sir.
I can respect it.
Yeah, I love Rocky 4.
I need to watch the Creed movies. I've heard they're really good.
I think I've seen the first 2. I've not seen 3. They were good. They just not enough to break into my top 5, but it was.
Yeah,
they were.
I like. There are a lot of
B.
actual
Jordan,
good sequels, but there are thinking about it more. There are a lot better sequels than I think. I always just think of sequels as crap, but there are good ones.
Yeah, but yeah, Michael B. Jordan does a really, really good job.
Yeah.
So,
he's a great actor.
Yeah, it ended the Cold War, man. I mean, Rocky 4 ended the Cold War. So.
And then Drago has son, and son comes to wrestle for Iowa. Angelo Ferrari.
Oh. Because I thought you were going to mean, because, not to spoil it for you, but Drago and his son do make an appearance in the Creed movies.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Fun fact. Yeah, fun fact. So you have something to look forward to in one of the movies.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that is our top 5.
We're right at an hour.
Yeah, I don't. We covered a lot, and I didn't think we were going to cover a lot tonight. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. We
But yeah,
babbled.
let us know. Let us know what your guys' favorite sequels are too,
For shizzle.
or how stupid either of our lists are. Probably mine, but
Andy's.
I know I said me. But yeah, like we said, we're gonna plan on one next week, right?
Yep.
That's our tend to plan at the
That
moment.
is the plan.
Unless if more important things come into Cody's life.
Yeah. Yep.
Or you could podcast from the hospital.
Ooh. Here's that'd really up the YouTube numbers here.
Yes, it would.
Here she's crowning. And what are your top 5 baby items?
Well, I was just gonna more say that you could be given your top 5, and then it's like, oh, the baby's coming. It's like, oh, okay, just wait. We're in the middle of an important important subject here. So you got to wait. The baby has to wait.
Exactly. Kids already trying to run our lives.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you guys, though.
I'm excited. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I really do mean it.
I know.
Okay. See, hey, look at us. We're getting along here. Look at us.
It doesn't happen often.
No, it does not. So you got any parting words, kind sir?
Well, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, rate us 5 stars.
Yep.
And tell people. I don't care if they're friends, enemies, whatever. We need to get somebody on sharing it on our Facebook page again, because they have been not doing well.
About as good as their Twitter and Instagram page, or X and Instagram page.
Yeah.
One of these days we'll get the hang of the social media thing.
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Whatever.
Oh well. All right, Cody, send the people on their merry way.
Remember, fullbacks are people too.
Yeah, what he said. Thank you, everybody, for listening, and we will see you next time.
Peace.